Hello, Giants fans, and welcome to Valentine's Views here on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and all of our work at Big Blue View. All right, some hopeful news on Tuesday regarding the health of Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. He said on the Up and Adams show on Tuesday morning that he is feeling better and that he hopes to play on Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills when the Giants will be in Orchard Park to play the sixth game of their season, fourth time that they'll be on national TV. Three games on national TV. They've been blown out in all three. Jones hopes to be able to play, and that's good news for the Giants. Look, first and foremost, you have to be happy that this is not or does not appear to be another serious neck injury for Jones. He suffered a neck injury that ended his season in 2021, cost him 6 games, caused him to end up having neck surgery. There was that fear after Sunday's injury against Miami that this was a similar injury. He told Adams on Monday that this is a neck injury, but that it's different. It doesn't seem to be as severe. Jones didn't want to reveal any of the testing results, didn't want to say exactly what the injury is. Just said that it's different than what he's dealt with in the past, said he was feeling better, said he did think that he could play or could possibly play on Sunday. The Giants will return to practice on Wednesday as they begin to prepare for the Bills on Sunday night. And look, I know there are people out there screaming for the Giants to move on from Daniel Jones, to draft a new quarterback, to let Tyrod Taylor play, to, for crying out loud, let Tommy DeVito play, bring him up off the practice squad and let DeVito play. I've heard people say, "Is it DeVito time yet?" And the reality of it is, think what you want about Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones is the Giants' number one quarterback. He is right now their franchise guy. He is the quarterback they have to have healthy and they have to have playing well. And listen, we all know that Jones has shown regression in his play this year. He's thrown, I think, 6 interceptions. We know that the Giants are not scoring points, outscored 94-15 in 3 primetime games, averaging 12 points a game, I think it is, so far this season. It's ridiculously low. It's been horrible offense. But we know that the primary cause of all of that has been very, very poor offensive line play. Daniel Jones is on pace to get sacked 95 times this year. The record in a 16-game season is 76. David Carr in, I think, 2002. And at that pace, Carr would have been sacked 80 to 81 times. So Jones is getting sacked far more than any quarterback has ever been sacked in the NFL. He's being pressured on 46% of his dropbacks. The only quarterback facing more pressure so far this season has been Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears. I don't even know how many times Jones has been hit. He's add the sacks and the times he's been hit in the pocket and the times he's had to scramble out of the pocket and take hits running away from pressure. And it's just ridiculous. No quarterback can function in those circumstances. The Giants simply have to get their offensive line fixed. And listen, it's not ever going to be great at this point this season, even if Andrew Thomas comes back. Maybe Justin Pugh signed off the practice squad can help a little bit. You hope to get John Michael Schmitz, the starting center, rookie second-round pick, healthy again and back on the field. Maybe that would allow Ben Bredesen to return to his natural guard spot. You cross your fingers and hope that at some point Evan Neal starts to play like a first-round draft pick, like the number 7 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft. Maybe that's going to happen. Maybe it's not going to happen. Pretty soon, if it doesn't happen, the Giants will have a decision to make by the end of this season as to what Neal's future is. If they don't make that decision, whether to move him to guard or bench him or whatever before the end of the season. But the reality of it is, Daniel Jones has to be the guy at quarterback for the Giants right now. They gave him a 4-year, $160 million contract. That contract includes 2 seasons of guaranteed money, and it's really a 2-year, $80 million deal. That's what Joe Shane did. He gave Jones a 2-year window to show the Giants organization whether or not what we saw last year when Jones played the best football of his career, when the Giants made the playoffs, when Jones had a league low interception percentage of, I think, 1.5%, something like that, through 5 interceptions all season long, when he led 4 comeback victories, 5 fourth quarter game winning drives, I think it was. Jones played very, very well a season ago, played incredibly well in the playoff victory over the Minnesota Vikings. He showed that there were a lot of things that he could do, a lot of things that he can do. There's no doubt that Jones has regressed this year, but much of that, I believe, is due to what Jones has been faced with all year. It's due to how many times he's been hit. No human being can be unaffected, unimpacted by the kinds of pressure, by the kinds of harassment, by the number of hits that Daniel Jones has taken this year. The Giants need to get that offensive line at least functional so that they have a fair chance to find out with the added weapons, with Darren Waller, with Jalen Hyatt, with some of the other players that they have on offense. They need to get that offensive line at least functional so that they can find out if Daniel Jones can be what they thought he could be when they signed him to that contract. I've been clear at Big Blue View that if this season goes south, if they end up 3-12, if they end up in with a top 5 draft pick, if they end up being terrible, that then when the draft comes, you may have to consider drafting a quarterback. But what you hope for with the Giants, at least what I hope for with the Giants, is that over the next 12 games, Daniel Jones has a fair opportunity to give them information to show them whether or not that is something they need to do. And you may argue with me that he's had 4.5 years to show them that. And I get that. But I want to know, with this team, with these weapons, with Saquon Barkley healthy, with Darren Waller on the field, with Jalen Hyatt, with Isaiah Hodgins, with Wan'Dale Robinson, I want to know if this offense can look something like what they hoped it could look like. If it can't, and if Daniel Jones is at fault for that, then you have to move on. And maybe even if he's not at fault, you have to move on, because it's been 5 years now, and I get that. But what I hope for is, I hope that Daniel Jones is healthy. I hope that as he seems to be indicating, I hope this neck injury is not as serious as the last one. If he doesn't get on the field against Buffalo, I hope he's able to get on the field shortly after that, maybe the following week against Washington, and see what he can make of this season, see if he can show the Giants what he can be with this group of playmakers, and give them the information they're looking for to make a decision. Anyway, Giants fans, some hopeful news about Daniel Jones. Please remember to follow us at Big Blue View. Check out our website. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Follow us on the platform formerly known as Twitter at Big Blue View. And please remember to stay safe out there. Take care of each other, and we'll talk to you soon, Giants fans. Bye-bye.